Healthy coral reefs support biodiversity and fisheries, providing food security and livelihoods for hundreds of millions of people worldwide. Yet these ecosystems are rapidly declining on a global scale due to overfishing and habitat loss. So when it feels like a race against the clock, how can we gain some time in this ongoing battle to save one of the most critical ecosystems on Earth?
Hi, my name's Emily Mühlenkamp and I'm a research intern here at the Sulubaaï Environmental Foundation.
I work closely with Fred Tardieu, Laura Thierry, and the entire SEF team, whose goal is to protect and restore biodiversity in Shark Fin Bay and beyond. Starting in 2016, the Sulubaaï Foundation has been working on habitat restoration on degraded reefs through projects like the Sulu Reef prosthesis. Since 2025, the Sulu Marine Corridor has been an ongoing effort to strengthen fish repopulation and habitat resilience.
The Sulu Marine Corridor is an active restoration project made up of a chain of 17 artificial reef structures located at 24 meters depth. They connect a healthy coral reef called the Garden with a degraded coral reef called the Pinnacle. Similar to how terrestrial wildlife corridors help animals cross over busy highways, the Sulu Marine Corridor helps facilitate movement of fish from the healthy Garden reef to the degraded Pinnacle reef, focusing on commercially targeted fish species and trying to restore biodiversity on that degraded reef. We use photo-quadrat methods to help visualize the percent coverage of different species and also to identify those species that are colonizing the structures. We also use photo-quadrat methods on the Garden and the Pinnacle reefs to compare their coverage with the coverage on the structures. Back in the office, we use some software to help us analyze each photo and calculate this percent coverage. The artificial reef structures have already started recruiting encrusting and branching species. This signifies that a new habitat has been created on the faces of these reef structures.
We've even observed early-stage coral recruitment on the structures, which is very exciting.
We also sample the species richness and abundance of commercially targeted fish species along the corridor as well as on the Garden and Pinnacle reefs to compare both the biodiversity and the development of the corridor. On each dive, we record the species ID, the size of the fish, the count of the group that they're in, as well as any behavioral characteristics such as resident behavior or transient behavior. From this, we are able to understand the assemblage of important fish along the corridor as well as on the segmented reefs.
We have positively ID'd over 20,000 individual fish, but more importantly, we've seen an increase in the abundance and diversity of fish along the corridor, and we've observed transient fish species using the corridor as a pathway for facilitated movement, as the project set out to do. In the race against reef decline, protection matched with active restoration projects like the Sulu Marine Corridor can buy us time for ecosystems and communities that depend on reefs the most. Oh, and we also have a little bit of fun. Wait, I'm gonna do that again.